Get dough like this.
10 toes like this.
Hit him with the finger roll like this.
Can I roll right quick?
Can I blow right quick?
Now you know you had to froze that red. With the C-A-D-I. Double L, take them to the hotel. Oh well.
Throw it in my kitchen like Odell.
So I pull up with the cheese, no rotel.
Double L, AC.
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And the Grizzlies on friendly ground as they continue this homestand.
And when these two teams meet, it doesn't matter what the standings look like. They are out for blood in this one.
Well, this has been fun. Rivals going at it. And when they play, even in the regular season, it takes on a playoff feel.
Now, Morant. After Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Jackson misses. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, range out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Pippen, no luck. Outside, Sexton. Here's Murray. And good that time.
That is nice. Murray with the floater.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach. We talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Messi. Outside, Sexton. Clock at 6. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Pass to Murray. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The Grizzlies off to a slow start. It's a three-point game. Pippen with it. Out guarded by Murray. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Pippen. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Murray with it. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Fires the three. Here's Messi. And Messi throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
A really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up. And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
New Orleans leading by 5. Outside, Jones. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Murray. Grizzlies with the rebound.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Outside Pippen. It's Edey atop the key. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Fades back. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Murray, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Grizzlies trailed by 6. Morant left side. Jackson down low. He has 5. And he gets it to go. He's got 7. New Orleans with the ball. And here is Murray. Outside Collins. Wells grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Back to Morant. Five to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Murray outside. Outside Collins. Off target from outside. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Jackson looking it over. To the inside. And the basket by Jackson. And that's now 9 points for Jaren Jackson.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
It's good.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Now Morant. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Wells. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. In the corner, Collins with it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Here's Abaji. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pelicans lead by 3. Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Pass to Fears. Over Morant. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Here's Wells. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Wells. Lets it go. And he knocks down the jumper. Now just a 1-point New Orleans lead. And here's Jones. Back to Murray. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Memphis with the ball. Pippen with it. Hasn't made one yet. The game now all time.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Fears. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Oh, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Here's Pippen. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Fears. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Edey. A fadeaway. It's hauled in by Queen. Now Fears. Now here's Collins. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect. And I'm sure he attests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Now, here's Sexton. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. A wide open look here for Fears. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Sexton. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by New Orleans. Memphis with the ball. Here's Jerome. Again, Memphis. And so here is New Orleans, trailing by 2. Pass to Messi. .23 seconds left here in the first quarter. For the 3. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Now Jerome. And stolen by Sexton. Here's the break. And Sexton slams it in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for New Orleans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Pass to Abaji. Takes the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Williams in the post, and he converts the layup. Williams has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Grizzlies.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Abaji. Still scoreless. Just 5 on the clock. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
For 3. Abaji pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
There's Williams with the 3. Morant outside. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson's going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Guys, back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Memphis, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Back to Sexton. Murray outside. It's sent back by Edey.
and they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Sexton. He has 7. Outside, Jones. Shot to stop the run. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. Back in, he picks one up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Edey. Fades. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Jones. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis leading by 3. Pass to Edey. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Jackson, defended by Jones. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Here's Queen. Off target with his 3. And it's Morant at the elbow. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, typically, Murray is leading the break. That time, he was on the finishing end.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Jackson. And stolen by Fears. Another shot. Here's Jones. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Williams. Pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Memphis no good.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. It's a tie ball game.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Murray outside. From outside the arc. And they recover it. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Wells. Cans it from downtown. Wells has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Fears. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It's hard to get Fears rattled. Even when the D's this physical, this kid keeps his poise.
Here's Jerome. And here's Jackson. 5 on the clock. No good off the front iron. And here are the Pelicans now. Driving the lane. And stolen by Williams. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 6.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Down low, and the dunk by Jackson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Fears with it. Here he goes. He can't get that one to fall. Now Jerome. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Pelicans making a change. No good on the quick 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside for Murray. Back to Messi. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter until the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we can do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Murray with it. He's picked up by Morant. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Messi. Here's Abaji. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Jerome. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Jerome's got 7. Here's Abaji. Pass to Murray. Shot from the wing. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Wow, you talk about being in the zone. Murray deciding to call his own number tonight, and it has worked. Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Shoots from the baseline. Wells grabs the miss. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Grizzlies have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Pippen.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Outside Collins. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Collins has got the game tied up here for New Orleans. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Pelicans trailed by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, here's Sexton. He has 7. Kicks it out to Collins. Off target from three-point range. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And here's Morant. Jackson with it. And that one is stuffed right through.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Outside, Sexton. Murray, good. Murray's got 15.
Yeah, Murray getting it done down low. You've got to give him a lot of credit for his assertiveness.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Yep, that one goes in there. 6 points for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And there's the drive. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, Murray taking it to the rim with a tremendous amount of confidence. His athleticism really gets him through in those moments.
On the wing, Jackson. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Jones. That's a 2 from Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. New Orleans moving the ball around. Nisi, and he banks in the layup. And now just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Chalk up 2 there. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
There's a screen by Murray. Pass to Jones. Murray outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop. That's the way I looked at it.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And the rejection by Jackson. Thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Abaji. Now Fears. Here's Queen. Ja Morant with the rebound.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Left side Jackson. With the fadeaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got.
4 on the shot clock. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis leading by 9. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now Fears. Back to Collins. They need this one. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Collins has got 8 points.
When you play with Fears, you have to be ready for the rock. This guy has great vision.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And no good that time. Pelicans trail by 6. And the rejection by Jackson. And they'll keep possession. And stolen by Williams. Here's Jerome. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 9. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Pass to Sexton. And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Murray outside. Now Sexton. Guarded by Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And Sexton slams it in.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
The Pelicans have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Outside Jackson. It's deflected. At the elbow, Jones. For New Orleans, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. The first free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Shot down the lane.
How about the authority from Moran? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Murray surveying the D with a tie from beyond the arc and then some. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Inside. Misi's shot is good. Misi's got 6 in the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
Back to Pippen. Pick off in midair. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And slam dunk by Fears.
Fears is too good an athlete to try and catch in the open floor.
Pippen outside. Outside Jackson. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Back to Murray. Here's Queen. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. A nice shot by Fears.
And hey, this rookie Fears can drain that midi with the best of them.
Pass to Jerome. Now here's Jackson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
1:29 left here in the third quarter. Shoots it up. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. On the wing, Murray. Good on the triple. Now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Well, no one would call Murray a lethal three-point shooter, but he does just enough to keep you honest defensively.
Fades away. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
He can't hit that time.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Stolen. From past the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Pelicans leading by 3. Fears with it. 8 points for him. From the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Sexton. The 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Jackson, defended by Messi. Back to Williams. Jackson down low. 3, Pippen. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Now Fears. And slam dunk by Fears.
Oh, Fears. How explosive.
The Grizzlies trailed by 8. It's Pippen with the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
Right side, Sexton. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Wells. The three-pointer, no good. Guys, a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line in this half.
And he makes the first.
My favorite thing about Jeremiah Fears, he has a knack for coming through in clutch moments, and you need that from someone who's naturally ball dominant.
Pass to Wells. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
New Orleans leading by 8. Down low. Here's Queen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. It's Williams with the drive. Hits it from three-point range.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's Fears. Sexton on the wing. Pass to Fears. Back to Sexton. And again, New Orleans has no out. The Grizzlies trailed by 7. The shot. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Fears. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
And we have a timeout called by Tromas Isolo. He knows every possession is critical now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. It's good from long range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Fears with it. Pass to Queen. Outside Collins. There's the triple. And they'll get another chance.
Everything is bouncing their way tonight. The offensive glass has been a big factor in this one. And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Jeremiah Fears. And that one falls for Jackson. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Pelicans leading by 3. Now Fears. There's the screen. The 3. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Outside for Jackson. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Pass to Collins. Over Jackson. Clock is at 3. Drills it from outside. And now a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Well, his role this half has been to help them space the floor.
To the middle. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
On the wing, Jackson. Over Collins. Again, Memphis.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
To Abaji. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now here's Morant. And he drops it in from the low post. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Fears. Here's Collins. Pass to Queen. Takes a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Queen's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
It's Morant with the drop. And the dunk by Edey.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
And timeout called by Willie Green. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. New Orleans leading by 7. And here's Sexton. Murray outside. From deep three-point territory. Knocks down the 3 ball. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. It's Morant with the drive. On the wing, Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Jones. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
so many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Murray outside. Outside, Sexton. Teardrop shot. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Here's Murray. Back to Sexton. Murray outside. Outside for Sexton. Now Murray. Here's Jones. Sexton missed on the 3. The Grizzlies trailed by 13. Jackson outside. Cleared away by Jones.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Outside Murray. Shoots. Sweet shot at the right time.
Murray just scoring in a variety of ways.
Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
A three-pointer. Good.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you 2 things every team needs.
Outside Murray. There's the pick. Oh, good on the layup. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's stolen by Jones.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for New Orleans.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for DeJounte Murray.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
Good. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trailed by 7. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out. Take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.